Hi, this is Frederick from Freedom Mastery. Today we're going to talk about how you can boost your immune system. So your immune system can be at the top level, so you're stronger for fighting coronavirus, and also to teach your family members and loved ones to take care of their health. So the immune system is at top level. So yesterday I've been sharing more about all the things you can do at home and things you can prepare. I hope you've been thinking about the questions I asked you on how you're preparing yourself financially, emotionally, because these are very, very important things, and also especially health-wise. So today we're going to talk about health, since it's all about health. It's like a health crisis right now. Now the statistics are growing daily by daily. We have more than 300,000 people infected, 50,000 new cases only one day. Now you will see in the next few days these numbers will just skyrocket, will increase. I highly warn you not to be over in fear or over worried, because yes, these are the facts, these are statistics, but the statistics also show that 70 to 80% of the people, they recover fine, they don't really get sick, but 15 to 20% of the people do get really, really sick. So it's really important for us to take this serious and learn the lessons that we can gather from all the countries around the world that already have the infections, and what are they learning and what mistakes are they making. Now let's, for example, start with Italy. This morning I was taking a bath and I suddenly just had to cry, because what is happening in Italy could have been prevented, and it can still be prevented in many, many countries. You see, the reason why in Italy there's so many people dying, it's around 8% of people are dying right now who have the coronavirus as the current statistic. The reason is because the hospitals are overfull, people are still spreading the virus, they're not staying at home, they're still socializing, and this is all things we can avoid. Because most people, the 10-15% of the people who get critical conditions, they really need a hospital, they really need a bed. So there are not enough beds to go around, there are not enough hospitals to go around, so it's really, really super important, if we want to help to save as many people's lives, that we all are staying at home. Because the more people get infected in a short period of time, the more people get in critical conditions, and they will not have hospitals beds, they will not have people taking care of them, and that's why many, many more people die. So we really can prevent this, and that's why I'm making these videos, because I believe it's all our responsibility to share this with others and to make sure that we are all staying at home. Because just think about this virus needs us to socialize, it moves through us. So if all of us would just stay at home for 3 weeks, the virus would die out. It cannot move on anymore. And that's what happened in China. They asked everybody to stay at home 3 weeks. They had to stay, they had no choice. And that's why it died out very, very fast. Now, I don't know if there's still new things happening in China, but the current condition, it looks really, really good. And that's the same thing we can do all around the world, and we got to take responsibility for that. So I know for some of you, you are young, you're healthy, you say, I'm not afraid of this coronavirus, I want to go out, I want to have fun, I want to enjoy my life, I want to work and make money for my family and for myself, and I understand that. But think about it, if you're going out, you're socializing, you are endangering other people's life, and you could have the infection, but you're not really sick and you're spreading it to others, and other people can die from it. So it's very important for all of us to take our responsibility and stay at home. So that's the first thing we can do. Now the second is we can boost our immunity. You see, the statistics show that 75% of the people that are dying, they had high blood pressure. So one thing is very important, if you have high blood pressure, you want to get it under control. I will see if I can find some more articles and things that you can do at home to reduce your blood pressure. But one thing you can do is do not stress out about this. Don't be living in fear, don't live in worry, stay positive. Yes, prepare for the worst, but expect the best in your life. So don't be continuously worrying and fearing about this, but you do want to be prepared. And if you just stay in peace, you meditate more, you exercise more, your stress will reduce. This is the time actually for you to be at home, to do a little bit more exercise, to meditate much more, to do some time to really reflect on your life, to create a vision for your life. These are the time that you can use to really spend reflecting on your life and improving your life. So that's what you can do with all this free time at home. So how do you boost your immune system? Another thing that's really important is to increase your vitamin D levels. I talked about this in the previous video. I'm repeating this again because it's super, super important. You see, many studies even have shown that 80% of the cancers could be prevented by just having enough vitamin D levels. Most of the people, 90% of population, their vitamin D levels are way too low. So you want to start increasing your vitamin D levels. Now, how do you do that? First thing you do is, if you are in a sunny country where the sun is always very, very high, and you can see when the sun is shining on you that your shadow is much shorter than you, that means you're getting vitamin D. That means you're getting enough plenty vitamin D, and you want to make sure your full body is outside. You take off your t-shirt, so you're having the vitamin D, and you stay in there for half an hour to 1 hour. The other thing you can do is supplementation, because many countries, they're not living in a place where the sun is high. So what you do, you take vitamin D supplementation. Ideally, you want to take around 10,000 to 50,000 units for around 4 weeks. If you think you're low on vitamin D, ideally you want to increase to 50,000 units every single day for 4 weeks. And you combine it with vitamin K2, MK7. The reason to do that is because else your absorption is not optimal, and it also helps to protect your heart. Next to that, you also take magnesium. All these three together are really, really powerful. Now, if you get sick, you want to increase your vitamin D level to 150,000 to 200,000 units for 4 days consecutive. This is something I learned from Dr. Grundy, which is one of the top doctors around the world, about nutrition and supplementation and living a healthy life. The next thing you got to do is you got to take care of your gut. Yes, all diseases start in your gut. So if you are having unhealthy gut bacteria, what happens is you have a lot of inflammation in the body. And when you have high inflammation in the body, you are at risk of coronavirus getting a really serious condition. So how do you increase your good gut bacteria? Many people just take probiotics. I was doing that for many years. That doesn't really work if you don't have enough prebiotics. So the number one priority you can do first is take a lot of prebiotics. What are prebiotics? For example, grounded flax seeds is a perfect prebiotic. Acai gum is also perfect prebiotic. So what you want to do is you want to increase to 30 to 50 grams of additional prebiotics a day. This is very cheap, it's not expensive. And if you do it, you will notice your gut bacteria will get more healthier. You will also start shaping up. Then you can take some probiotics on the side. The next thing that's really, really important is taking enough omega-3. Most of us are not taking enough omega-3, so you want to make sure you have enough omega-3 in your diet, and else you supplement with it. Now, one of the studies in Wuhan has shown that the reason that most people are getting lung damage and they're getting heart damage, and that's why they die, and many people even who are leaving the hospital, they still have heart damage and lung damage. So it doesn't mean people survive, that they are healthy after, they still get damage on their body. So, and one of the main reasons why that happened is because of their inflammation marker IL-6 is increasing significantly. And what we can learn from this is we can learn how to reduce our IL-6 inflammation marker. And we can do that through many different things. One of the things are using herbs. Oregano oil is really good. Rosemary is really, really good to do that. These are common herbs you can find. Cumin seeds. Another one is black cumin seed oil. And then sage. Sage is really, really effective. Another thing is CoQ10 and PQQ. You can combine those. So these are things that you can add on in your diet to increase your immunity and actually reduce your inflammation and reduce your IL-6. Now, what is really important is to stop doing things that increase your IL-6, that increase your inflammation, and that increase your risk of getting a really serious condition with coronavirus. So these are common sense things. The first thing is avoid sugars. Stop eating sugars. This also includes eating a lot of bread, including eating a lot of pasta, a lot of rice. Those things are sugars, and that reduces your immune system and it increases your inflammation. The second thing is stop eating fried food, because any type of fried food gives you inflammation for up to 3 days. So you want to stop eating any kind of fried food. So those two are really, really important. The other thing that you want to stop doing is over-exercising. Now, I myself, I love exercising, and it's one of the things that you can do to boost your immunity is exercising, but not overdoing. This is not a time to overstress your body. Ideally, if you want to boost your immunity and you want to still exercise, what I do in the morning is when I wake up on an empty stomach, I do around 10 to 15 minutes of exercise. This is perfect. This boosts your immunity, but don't overdo it. So that's one thing I really, really recommend. Another thing is stop smoking, which is common sense. People who smoke, many people in China, they died because they were smokers, young people even. And same is happening in Italy. So you want to stop smoking if you're smoking. Stop alcohol consumption. Over drinking alcohol also increases a lot of inflammation. So these are common sense, we can stop doing it. Another one is reduce your stress. So yes, this is a time not to panic. It's a time to take action, to be prepared, but don't panic. Stay calm, because most of you will be perfectly fine. This is gonna pass. In 3 to 6 months, I believe we're gonna find a solution for this, and you can go through this as a healthy person, and you can help your community and your family. So don't be stressed. One thing you can do is meditate more. Many of us, we say, oh, no time to meditate. Well, now you have plenty time at home to meditate. So you can meditate 2-3 times a day. I'm doing that. And another thing you can do is just do light exercises like yoga, also helps you to release stress. Another great thing is journaling, using the planner. That's why I have the Law of Attraction planners. This is the perfect time for you to use the planner, to reflect on your life, to write down all your emotions, your feelings. It's a perfect time to do that. So these are the tips to help you boost your immunity and to help you to be strong. Now remember, these are not cures for the coronavirus. These are just tips to help you increase your immunity, because if your immunity is high, you can protect yourself, you can be strong. Really, really important. So I hope this is valuable information, and you can share it with others and share it with family members who you care about. Another really important thing that I forgot to mention is, and I mentioned in the previous video, is high levels of vitamin C. There's a study happening right now that that's been done for 1 month, because vitamin C has been something that has helped a lot of people in China. A lot of families have been talking about, they've been taking vitamin C and they perfectly went fine through the coronavirus. They are testing that right now. There's no proof yet about it, but why not? Vitamin C is something that boosts your immunity. So ideally you want to take 1 gram of vitamin C every 4 to 6 hours. So 4 to 5 grams a day. If you get sick, you want to move that up to 10 grams to 15 to 20 grams. Don't worry, you cannot overdose on vitamin C. So don't need to worry about that. It's healthy for your body. It's good for your immune system. So these are the tips I have for you today. Maybe in the coming 1 or 2 weeks, I will have more information. I will share it with you. So this was all about health. The other topics I will talk about is about what you can do financially, how you can prepare yourself emotionally. These are videos that I will work on in the next few days to help you out at home and see if you can make some extra money, and how you can stay calm and peaceful at home and be there to support your family. And this is the last thing I want to end this video with, is let us all send love to all the people who do not have hospital care. There's so many people now, like in Italy, that they are trying to call the hospital. There is no hospital place, there's no hospital bed, they have no support, they're at home by themselves. Let us all send them love, send them our care, and I believe that will help them a lot. Another thing, let us send love to all the doctors, the nurses who are working so hard around the world, who are taking their risk, risking their lives to help others and save other people's life. I get really emotional about it today. I had to cry about it. It's wonderful what these people are doing, and they deserve our love. So let's meditate together, let's pray, let's send them our blessings and send them our love. And this is how we can contribute. And remember, the question that I also wanted to ask is, how can we contribute during this crisis? The one thing we can do is, the number one thing we can do to save life is to stay at home and tell other people to stay at home and keep yourself busy, just working on yourself, growing yourself, reflecting on yourself. This is the perfect time to do that. So thank you so much for watching this video. I love you, take care, be safe, be healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.